and welcome back to Eye on Cancer. You can, this is not a live broadcast, and you can call in at any time to 775-727-9400, and you can email your questions to eoc@kpvm.tv. And we have a lot of interesting questions. We're here with Dr. Raj Ahmedi, our own Pahrump medical oncologist, and we've got some interesting questions.
Oh yeah.
And we've got a
Glad
couple
to be here.
more. Let's see. What doctor should you see if bones are hurting? The concern is bone cancer, and this person hasn't been able to get a referral to an oncologist. So what do you suggest?
That's a relatively common concern. When your bones are hurting, you do not need to see an oncologist to begin with. It's a very non-specific symptom, and a primary care doctor is the first doctor that you need to see. So, you know, general bones hurting is in no way an automatic referral to an oncologist. So you could have 9 other things before you think about cancer for that non-specific symptom. Now, if you are losing weight unexplained weight loss more than 10 to 15%, and it's a relative term. If you are 300 pounds, you may not notice it. If you're 120, you may notice it in a month. But unexplained weight loss and then focal areas of pain, meaning not a pain that moves from one place to another the next day. Generally, pain caused by cancer, you will be able to pinpoint that area and reproduce it, and the pain generally does not go up and down. It's typically a consistent pain. So my advice would be to get in to see the primary care doctor.
That makes good sense. And then they can do the batteries of tests that would indicate exactly what the pain is caused by.
Absolutely.
Makes good sense. Okay. And now this is a hot topic, given the climate that we're in. Andy J. asks, do you believe and trust in medicinal marijuana to treat cancer?
The short answer is no. Marijuana is not used to treat cancer. Medicinal marijuana is used for nausea control and for appetite, as an appetite stimulant. And those are good uses in patients who can get over the psychosomatic effects of the marijuana, how it makes them feel. So yes, it's used to help nausea and appetite, but to my knowledge, there is no evidence that marijuana is used to treat cancer.
Well, I can weigh in on that myself. Back in 1994, we didn't really have medical marijuana. My oncologist, though, I went through a very heavy regimen of chemotherapy. Mine was adriamycin and Cytoxan, and the effect of that was to kill every white blood cell that I had. And so they would measure my blood periodically, and then they used a drug called Neupogen to bring back the white blood cells. And that killed a lot of stuff in me, in my hair cells, my lots of stuff. But my oncologist told me that the side effects, which was pretty heavy-duty nausea, would be helped with marijuana. What he did, he prescribed a gel cap, and it was called Marinol. But he said, Linda, it's not going to do you any good. I'm going to give it to you, but the problem is you will swallow it like you would swallow an aspirin or anything else, but then you're going to throw it right back up again. So I recommend that you find some marijuana leaves and you smoke them. Roll them into a marijuana cigarette and you smoke it. Well, I didn't know where to find marijuana. I was a mom, and you just don't know. So luckily, my neighbor's son was able to give us some, and so he helped. He rolled it up, and I did smoke it. Choked a lot, but let me tell you, in my experience, the nausea disappeared immediately. It was an instant effect. And like Dr. Mehdi said, it did increase my appetite. And so for me, that was a benefit. And because my doctor told me to do that, and then I had those instant alleviation of the nausea. And this is only a personal thing. I can't say that this would happen with everyone's body, but
Sure,
it was instant.
It's yeah, perfectly fine. Patients, I get a lot of requests from the patients that if they can do it, and generally they will try it. I would say that the majority of the patients who have not tried it in the past as a recreational use do not like it. It makes them nervous. So to give you an example, I had a young patient who asked this, and then they had her husband ordered it from California. They were cookies, so apparently they'll just ship you out. So she ate one or two, and 2 days later she told me, you know, it really didn't work much for me. And then the husband ate the rest.
Oh my!
And he was willing to order another one. So,
oh my goodness!
But if you can get over the psychological effect of how the marijuana makes you feel, then I see that the patients love it. They'll say the nausea and appetite was great. So
you know,
it's half and half.
It could be that the side effects perhaps are so bad that you don't notice any other effect other than the alleviation of the side effect. I think because that's what happened with me. I didn't notice any other effect except it did increase my appetite. So,
Yeah.
so everybody's different.
Oh, when it works,
Yeah.
it works.
Okay.
So.
Well, folks, as I said earlier, this is not a live broadcast, and so you are welcome at any time to call in your questions at 775-727-9400, and also you can email your questions, and we welcome calls or emails, and that email address is eoc@kpvm.tv. That's for Eye on Cancer. And Dr. Mehdi, I feel so privileged to be able to go with you on this journey and answer these questions.
Pleasure to be there.
There are so many differences in body types and everything. Cancer affects everyone differently. So
and I would like to just add that you're welcome to call in with the questions regarding access to cancer care. I know some patients have to travel and are obligated to go to Las Vegas for their treatment. So there's some knowledge that I have gained through my experience that I'll be happy to share.
all right, thank you so much, and come back next week.